Most teenagers never start. Not because they don't want to, not because they lack ideas, but because they spend more time thinking about starting than actually starting. Right now, there's probably something you've thought about doing. Making money online, going to the gym, starting a YouTube channel, learning a skill, writing a book, building something. And every time you think about it, you tell yourself the same three things. I'll start soon. I just need a bit more time. I'll do it when I'm ready. But here's the thing nobody tells you. You've been saying that for way longer than you think. Months, maybe years. And this is where most people get permanently stuck. They don't fail. They don't try and lose. They don't even begin. They just live in this constant loop, thinking, planning, imagining, watching tutorials, making lists, but never actually doing. I'm John, and I used to be that teenager, the king of tomorrow, the master of almost. Why starting feels impossible? Let me tell you why starting is so hard. It's not the work. Work is easy compared to what comes with it. Starting is hard because of the baggage, uncertainty, embarrassment, being a beginner, looking stupid, especially when you're a teenager. At this age, most people care way too much about what others think. You don't want to be the one trying something new. You don't want to stand out. You don't want people asking questions like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's weird." So you wait. You wait until it feels easier. You wait until you feel more confident. You wait until the right time. But that moment never actually comes. Because confidence doesn't arrive before you start. It arrives after. From doing something repeatedly. From being bad at it. From slowly, painfully getting better. And that's the part most people never experience. Because they never get past the starting line. The safety trap. Instead of starting, most teenagers stay in a place that feels safe. Watching videos about success, scrolling through other people's achievements, telling themselves they're learning or researching, when in reality, they're just delaying action. I've been there. You tell yourself, "Oh, I need to watch one more tutorial. I need to buy the right equipment. I need to plan more." But that's a lie dressed up as preparation. Preparation is just procrastination in a nice outfit. Think about every person you look up to. NBA star, wrestler, MMA fighter, YouTuber, business owner. At some point, they were terrible at what they now do. The difference isn't talent. The difference is they were willing to start anyway, without knowing what they were doing, without being ready, without having it all figured out. This idea of being ready is one of the biggest lies people tell themselves. You don't suddenly wake up one day and feel ready. You don't magically gain confidence overnight. You don't get a notification from the universe saying, "Congratulations, you are now prepared to begin." Ready is built through action, even small action. One video, one workout, one attempt, one paragraph written, one trade placed on a demo account. That's all it takes to break the cycle. But most people overcomplicate it. They think they need the perfect plan, the perfect setup, the perfect moment. Here's the truth. The perfect moment is a ghost. You'll chase it forever and never catch it. Your first attempts will be bad. And that's okay. That's normal. That's how everything starts. Your first video will be awkward. Your first results will be unimpressive. Your first attempt might feel completely pointless. But that's not failure. That's data. That's the raw material of improvement. Nobody posts their first draft. Nobody shows their first rep at the gym.
Nobody brags about their first month of trading, usually because they lost money. But here's what most people never realize. The person who starts badly and keeps going will always beat the person who waits to start perfectly. Always.
Because perfectionism is just fear in disguise. Fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough, fear of finding out that you're actually just average, at least for now. What separates the ones who start? Over time, the difference between successful people and everyone else is not talent, not intelligence, not luck. It's just the willingness to begin and keep going. Most teenagers never start, and the ones who do, they've already put themselves ahead of the curve. Not because they're better, not because they're special, but because they took action while everyone else was still thinking about it. Think about that. While others are still planning and researching and waiting for the right time, the person who starts is already failing, learning, adjusting, and getting one step closer. The decision. So if there's something you've been putting off, something you keep saying you'll start soon, this is probably the moment you need to stop waiting. Because there is no perfect time. There is no perfect version of you. There is no moment where everything suddenly feels easy. There's just the decision. The decision to begin before you feel ready. The decision to be bad at something so you can later be good at it. The decision to stop thinking and start doing. And once you make that decision, everything else begins to change. Not overnight, not magically, but slowly, trade by trade, video by video, rep by rep. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be the one who started.